What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Extrovert, man. And today we back with another banger story time. I know it's been a while. It's been 6 months. Had a lot of stuff going on, but I haven't been happy lately. And I came to the conclusion that what makes me happy is doing content. So, here I am. But anyway, as y'all boys can see by the title of this video, this beautiful video, this is a story time about how I got kicked out of class for throwing away a piece of trash. No, this title is not clickbait. This is really happened towards me. What about enough happened? Without further ado, let's get into the video, man. Don't mind the background. Bow, my green screen broke. Bow. I threw away a piece of trash and got sent to ISS. It's as simple as that. But let's get into detail. So listen to him. Look, I was in the seventh grade reading class. I was in 7th grade reading class, and look, bro, the teacher was yapping about God knows what. She was talking about anything. I ain't gonna name drop. I don't name drop in my story times, for the respect of the other people I'm talking about. But we sitting there in reading class. We in reading class. I was sitting there just, listening to her yap about nothing. And then she finally gets done talking. And she said, y'all boys do y'all, well, she said y'all boys, paraphrasing, she said y'all boys do y'all work. Let me know if you need anything, right? Now, keep in mind, I heard everybody like, okay, cool, we doing our work or whatever, twin. We doing our work or whatever, right? So, I'm sitting there writing on my piece of paper, whatever, the assignment, whatever we had to do, can't remember. But this girl walks by. She walks by the class. Well, I said classroom. She walks by my desk. And we had it. I don't know if y'all school had it, but we had like desks. We had like pies in our desk. And she walked past. And then dropped a piece of paper and left it there. Me being a good Samaritan, the good person that I am, you know what I decided to do? I simply decided to go pick it up. I decided to pick it up and throw it in the trash. Now, before I continue on with the story time, me and this teacher did have beef. We did not see eye to eye. She couldn't stand me. I couldn't stand her. I was never really the disrespectful type in school. I never really talked about the teachers like that unless you got under my skin. That was a rarity. The teacher didn't like me. She might have been racist low key. Just low key. I'm not too sure. She might be racist, just low key. And I hate racism. But anyway, we didn't see eye to eye. Just to give you a little background. She wrote me up 5 times that year. That deserve any of those right? I'm looking back at it. Nah. If I have to go back, knowing what I know now, in that situation, do it again. Yeah, I would, honestly. But anywho. So back to the story. So I go pick up, me being a good Samaritan that I am, pick up the piece of trash, throw it in the trash can. Now, all I did. She said, Malachi, get out of my classroom. I looked around, I'm looking like, you talking to me? I said, for what? Why am I getting kicked out of the classroom for, twin? Twin, I kid you not. She said, just Malachi, just get out. I don't even want you in my presence. I don't want you in my sight. No, well, what I do? Excuse me, she said it with the nastiest, disgustingest, most foul attitude. I just wanted to, But I said, dog, but you made it feel like I got shot at GTA. And I'm like, dog, she said to be like that, but I ain't like her anyway, so I really didn't care. So I told her, like I said for what? And she said to get out of class. I said for throwing away a piece of trash. For paper, helping you out, the janitors out in the school. I went to ISS. So I gotta go to ISS because I did the right thing. I ain't never heard of that, bro. I kid you, I'm not making this stuff up. This is by far the craziest thing that probably happened to me in life. If it's top 5 for sure. And so anyway, it is. I looked around talking to the people, getting my stuff to get ready to go out the classroom. And before I went to the classroom, I said, hey. I told the teacher, I said, hey, I shouldn't even be getting kicked out. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong, bro. That's why I called her old. I called her old to her face. And to be honest, she was about 40s. Like 43, 44 at the time. And I'm like, I called her old. And she one of those people that she don't think she old in her head. but she old all down here. Like her face, her body is old. Her mind not. Her mind she's 27, but her face she really like she was 72. But I was just being nice. And I was being nice. Y'all give me 1 second, real quick. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. My bad. I haven't had a little handle something real quick. All right, so boom. All right, but anyway, so boom, and she looked 72 in the face, and she was really 42, 43. And I called her old. I said, "You old. This classroom stink, and you ugly." I told that straight to her face, bro. And she asked right up, come behind you. I said, "Nah, rip her up right in your face. Try me." Walk up, everybody, you know how everybody, middle school, everybody say, "Oh." I said, I just didn't care. I got my book bag on like these, open the door, walk to the ISS room. So I get to the ISS room. Now, okay, so our school, I know you're not in our school, but our school, our ISS teacher was a former Marine, was in the Marines, and every time you had to go to his thing, if you was in trouble, you had to go to the ISS room. You had to go in there and do a push-up. Boy, girl, or both. You had to do push-ups. He didn't care who you was doing push-ups. Unless something was physically wrong with you where you couldn't do push-ups, you were going to do push-ups. And I've been to ISS that. I've been to ISS plenty of times that year. He already knew my name. I knocked on his door. I said, "What up?" And he was a football coach. He wasn't a head football coach, but he was a football coach. I knocked on his door like that. Knocked on his door. He said, "You in here again?" He said, "What you in here for?" I said, "Look," "Coach, you ain't gonna believe it this time. I'm in here for throwing away a piece of paper, man. Trash." He said, man, stop lying. He said, "You lie to me." He said, "Boy, you lie. If you lie to me again, you doing 100 push-ups. Now tell me why you in here." I said, "I'm not lying, Coach. I'm in here for throwing away a piece of paper, dog. Throwing away a piece of paper, twin." He said, "What?" Hold on. So we had phones. Our school had phones. You can call like other, y'all know what I'm talking about. You got phones. You can call other classrooms. So he called the classroom. He called the classroom I was in, and he said, "Why is Malachi in here?" The teacher told him I was being disruptive, throwing away a piece of paper. He said, "Click." He said, "Doo-doo." He immediately hung up the phone. He hung up the phone and said, "They sending y'all in here for anything." He said, "You really wasn't lying." He said, "You in here for throwing away a piece of paper?" I said, "Yes, I'm in here for throwing away a piece of paper." He couldn't believe it. He was distraught. He couldn't even believe it. He said, "You know what, man? Just go and sit down right there to your next block, next period. Start, man." He said, "You ain't gonna work with the push up. Just sit here, bro." He said, "I don't care if you're on your phone." He was cool. But he said, "I don't care if you're on your phone, laptop. Just wait till the bell rings. You can just go and get about here." And yeah, that's the story time on how I got kicked out of a classroom for throwing away a piece of paper, man. To the ISS. But anyway, y'all boys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on all my socials. Link will be down in the description below. It felt good. It's like, it's kind of like a warm-up video for me to get back in the groove of things. I might be a little rusty with the story times. But it felt kind of good doing this content again, man. Proud, man. It felt good. And though I changed my look, y'all probably seen a beard or whatever, the sideburns or whatever. I done put on a little bit of weight. Just a little bit. I gained about 3-4 pounds. I'm about to go back to the gym. I ain't been in the gym in a while, man. But I'm gonna go back, get back right. I'm about to just go to look now. Trying to do a little something. Man, y'all boys comment, like, subscribe. Y'all boys know what to do, man. And I'll catch y'all boys on the next one. Now, am I gonna return doing videos? Find out and see.